Yeah, hi there, it's Nick Dutch. This video is just commenting on something that I've seen on a particular website, which is kind of like subject relevant, and so I just thought, bring it to your attention. You can make of it what you will. This is a reference to, see if I can just copy and paste the URL, just a second. Shove that into a notepad document so I've got that nice and safe so I can put it into the information box. So I'm not proving anything in this particular video, apart from demonstrating people's opinions about what proof really is, okay? The title to this is, How Do I Prove Clairvoyant Abilities to a Skeptic? And it says here, I need to write one paragraph supporting clairvoyance and proving to skeptics that it exists. Help. This is for school. If you don't have the answer, then don't respond to the question. Okay. Now, one of the responses to this says, this is one of the unfortunate side effects of chronic skepticism. No matter what comes across, no matter what one comes across, I should say, it is the reaction to disbelief. It might be completely genuine, but the skeptic will try and fill the situation with his or her doubts. Even if you bring evidence, there will always be not enough evidence. Your proof is not enough. Your statistics will not be good enough. Your reports and records will not be good enough. Skepticism in large quantities, in my opinion, is more like a mental illness than a tool for discerning reality from non-reality. But a skeptic would even turn this opinion upside down, citing the fact that I am not a doctor or a scientist. You practically have to go to university and become a doctor in a logical field of expertise and have a dozen other doctors verify your claims before a skeptic will believe it, because a chronic skeptic's unquestionable truth is science. There's nothing wrong with a hearty dose of skepticism. When it becomes your personality, it gets sick. That's why I think trying to cure a skeptic is impossible. Okay, but then the paragraph goes on and says, for school, for supporting evidence of clairvoyance, why don't you try citing history showing how in numerous civilizations there have been types of people who see things that others don't see, which I think is an irrelevance, because essentially that's not necessarily on message. But I think there are some people out there who've got the opinion that hard skepticism is something which is difficult to break, if not impossible. There's also a tendency in people who are actually involved with all this kind of weird heebie-jeebie stuff that I do to end up being doubting. I mean, I am a very doubting individual. I'm very skeptical of my own experiences, and I try and challenge my own experiences whenever I can, because otherwise I'll just, basically go crazy, and I don't really want that for myself or for my future, and I'm sure you don't want that for your future either. So trying to get the right balance is difficult, but basically essential. And that's something that, we've all got to try and keep in mind. There's a few more things I want to have a look at and put onto this channel. I do apologize for not having put anything onto this channel for a long period of time. I'm a human being. I've got my life, I've got my work to sort out, all the rest of that, It's difficult finding time to create good quality content for all the channels I've got and trying to keep things current. Can I use this channel to destroy skepticism? No. No, and I don't want to destroy people's skepticism. I want people to be skeptical. But I feel that there is a problem with the hard atheistic or hard non-spiritual or complete doubts of everything which is allegedly paranormal or allegedly supernatural, which, there's something wrong with that in my humble estimation. And that's basically why I'm trying to do this channel. Finding time is going to be hard, but I want to try and have a look at more studies. I want to try and see what else I can put out there which can provide people with some kind of knowledge, but not knowledge in the same form as those ghastly books written by very poor quality clairvoyants who are just doing it to try and get more sales. That's not what I want to try and create here.